Hello, my name is Beth, and I started a group on Facebook called The Merry Widow, and I've decided to also turn it into vlogs by posting on YouTube. And the reason why I say The Merry Widow is because of what happened September 22nd, 2019. I became a widow suddenly. And this is about my journey from 2019 until now. I posted mainly on my Facebook page, detailing my emotions, my different things I've done since becoming a widow. And I just wanted to share because I figure it might help somebody. And it's called The Merry Widow because it's from my perspective. And maybe my perspective is something that can encourage somebody else. Oh gosh, I've made so many things have happened since September 22nd, 2019. So many different things. I've had 2 hip surgery. One was that Christmas of 2019. Had it December 18th, a hip repair. And then had a vehicle, bought a vehicle, brand new vehicle, Ford Explorer. Thought I was doing great. Transmission went out on a brand new vehicle. The transmission went out. Then I went back up to the Ford place and say, here's what you're going to do for me. So I bought a Ford Escape. Loved the Ford Escape. Loved that little car. My daughter loved driving it when we were together. Loved that little car. Paid it off on a Monday. Totaled it. Got it totaled on a Friday. Yep. My daughter was driving. It was one of the scariest things we had ever experienced. That was in 2020. And then as everything progressed, my hip, where I had my hip repair, got progressively worse. And did I make mistakes along the way? Financial mistakes, sure. Emotional mistakes when I first became a widow. You know, I don't know what I was thinking. I was not in the right headspace. You know, got online, tried online dating. Huge mistake. Because it was just a bunch of scammers on there anyways, trying to deal with your emotions and, you know, trying to make you feel foolish, like, oh, they really love you. No. But through friends who prayed for me, I got away from that, which I'm very thankful. And by the way, on this vlogs, on my different vlogs, I will mention the Lord because I am a believer. I love the Lord. So just to let you know up front, you know, I will mention God. And but also some beautiful things have happened since then. I'm gaining my feet. I'm gaining not my feet, but my legs of standing up and speaking out for myself, where I didn't used to. I was very passive. My husband had a strong personality. I started calling him the Hubster because I wanted him to have a nickname. And to me, he was the Hubster. And I'll mention him as that because I don't want to bring up his name because that's private. But anyways, but since then, my daughter met somebody. She got married. I now have a granddaughter who will be 2 in June. On June 22nd. Yep. And I told Lori Beth, that was my daughter, told my daughter that after she was born a few months, I said, you know, I think she was born on the 22nd to make the 22nd a lot easier for me and you. Yeah. So I may not know how to edit a vlog. I don't have the editing skills. I don't have the computer to edit. So this is going to be raw video of me just talking and sharing my feelings. If you have questions, ask me a question. And during that time, I've adopted a dog. Her name is Oasis. She is a purebred German Shepherd who is used as a breeding dog. When I got her, she was barely 40 pounds, and now she's about 70, 75 pounds. She's my baby. Does she like other people? Not too much. She loves my daughter. She loves my granddaughter. And she's starting to love my son-in-law. And she loves to bark. She will bark at anything. And she helps me not to be so lonely, and I appreciate that. And I've been kind of putting this off for a while because I've been scared about putting it out there. I figured nobody would want to listen to a 55-year-old widow sharing her feelings, but somebody might need it. It's been like this. Some days are like this. Some days are like this. Some days are like that. But they don't have to stay on the down. And they're not up like this all the time. A lot of times it's just even keel. But sometimes the emotions can be overwhelming. And I get it. Whether you're a widower or a widow, whether you're a young widow with young children, I hadn't had to experience that. But you know what? I watched my mom when my own dad died at a young age. I was a junior in high school. My sister was a freshman in college. Was it easy? No, because she was a pastor's wife. She didn't have a job. We didn't have our own home. We didn't have nothing but the church. But the church rallied around us, and that's how I knew I would get through. Because if my mom could do it, I know I certainly could. And in my marriage, we grew in knowledge. I never, ever, ever would take care of the checkbook. I said, I'm not going to do it because I'm bad with numbers. I have a little bit of dyslexia and I get my numbers mixed up. I can look at 150, a number 150, and I could swear to you that it'll say 105. I still have that problem today, and I have to be really careful with numbers. And one day my husband told me, the hubster told me, he said, you're going to take over the checkbook. I said, no, I'm not. I said, I can't do it. He said, yes, you are. You're going to do it. I said, no, I'm not. He said, well, nothing won't get done then. Bills won't get paid, nothing. I started doing it. Did I make mistakes? Oh, gosh, yes. But I learned. And because I learned that, I'm now standing on my feet. My financial feet are still a little wobbly, and I still make mistakes. Sometimes I get overdraft fees on my checking account, but I do have money to cover it. But that's because numbers and I don't really mix, but I try to really cover it and make sure everything's good to go and stuff like that. So, I'm still learning with that. Even though I'm 55, you would think I'd be smart at it, but that was never my strong suit. That was always the hubster's strong suit, was finances. And I miss that. I miss that about them. I'm thankful that in a home that we bought, and after he passed away, I had to go by myself and get it refinanced. But, that was a wonderful blessing because, gosh, where I live, I'm telling you, it's so much cheaper than rent, and I'm thankful for that. The Lord has really blessed me with that. He's blessed me with so many things. And He showed me that I can do it. Does it get scary sometimes? Sure. It gets real scary. And it gets lonely because, Lord, my daughter's not at the house anymore. And A lot of times I fall asleep at 7 o'clock because I can't even watch TV. I mean, I can watch TV, but I fall asleep while watching TV. So, my daughter says, Mom, you need to watch this show. I said, okay, I'll try. I can't watch, I really want to sit down. I've never seen Game of Thrones except for maybe a half an episode, but I can't watch it because I have nobody to watch it with, and I want to discuss it, and talk about it. But the most shows that I have watched would be on YouTube. I watch YouTube a lot, different people. And I've just started watching again Brie from Scratch. Used to be known as Art and Brie. I watched Brie from Scratch, and I watched the Petricks from over in England, and I watched different things. I watched Red Poppy Ranch. I watch all those. That's because they're relatable and they're real people, and I can watch that. And I just can't sit and watch regular TV anymore. That's something that's changed. The Hubser and I used to sit and watch TV. He would watch sports. I would sleep because I didn't like sports. Anyways, this is just my first video, just random musings. And I know that sometimes I will probably get on here and maybe cry. But that's okay. And I'll laugh. And the reason why I called it The Merry Widow, my vlogging and my Facebook page, is because I'm not always sad. There are joyful times. There are happy times. And if I know one thing I know about the Hubster, he would not want me to be sad. He would say, stop. Don't be so sad. Don't mourn for me. I'm at a better place. I know he would. 100% he would. And that's just how he was. And those memories are wonderful. And maybe one day I'll share a picture of him. Yeah, we were married for 30 years. 30 years. Yeah. That's one thing I miss, because I see people, and sometimes on Facebook, when my friends have an anniversary, I'll be honest with you, sometimes I can't wish them a happy anniversary because I don't have it within me. And then I kind of feel guilty, and then I'll go back and wish them a happy anniversary. But sometimes it doesn't come from the heart, and that's hard because I don't have that anymore. And I'm not jealous of it. It's just I miss it. 30 years is a long time. 30 years, a long time. Yep. It was a long time. And I do miss it. I miss him. I miss the companionship. I miss the ability to come home and complain about my day and have somebody either sympathize with me or tell me to get real and grow up. Because that's how, we do that. And I know we would just talk back and forth and complain to each other, lift each other up. When one was down, the other one was up, vice versa. And my daughter said something. She said, Mama, I always thought you balanced Daddy out. She said, but I can really see he balanced you out. It's the truth. So I told a friend recently, and she's almost like a sister to me. And I told her, I said, enjoy the time you have with your husband, because one day you might not have it. I said, there's sometimes I didn't enjoy that time. And I feel guilty. And on the way home the other day, I said, God, I said, I feel guilty that he's gone. I said, I feel guilty. I feel like I need to just get it out and cry. And I cried a little bit on the way home from the grocery store. I think it was Saturday. And sometimes I feel guilty for being happy now. And I feel guilty for living, but the Hubster would want me to live. That's one thing I know about him. Anyways, this is the first of hopefully many vlogs. Don't know. But anyways, I hope you all have a good night. And I appreciate you listening. And I hope to see you soon. When will I post again? I don't know. Whenever the mood strikes me. And I was just going to sit here and go to sleep. It's almost probably 9 o'clock. But I thought, no, if I don't record myself and post a video, I probably won't. So, anyways, take care.